Let me tell you why there is so much suffering and evil in the world even today. We know biblically that the world and everything that exists has been created by God. Yet, by a perfect God who is all powerful and loving, why, the question comes, there is so much evil and suffering still today. And the main reason that the Bible presents it is that when God created everything, He saw and tested that everything was good. Actually, He says at the end of the creation story in Genesis 1 that He saw that everything was very good. So God created everything good. Why then is there evil and suffering in the world? Well, one of the reasons it is because God created human beings, Adam and Eve in that case, but even us today, with something amazing, the capacity to make our own decisions. That's called also freedom, liberty, the blessing that we enjoy and that we don't want to lose ever. But that same blessing, it is that causes in many occasions that if we feel like doing something good, we will bless some other people and bless ourselves. But also, if we don't feel like it and we rather do something evil, something bad, we still have the freedom to do it. And God decided to respect that because at the end of the day, He wants a relationship with human beings that He created for a loving relationship. And love is something that cannot be forced. So we enjoy love from other people. We enjoy loving other people, but we have to realize that all of that can happen because we are free to do so. So today, if you analyze, by our own decision of rejecting God and rejecting everything that He said was good and actually going after what He said that was going to bring suffering and death, then we use that liberty for bad decisions that brought up a lot of suffering with all kinds of issues happening right there in their own relationship, Adam and Eve in that case, and today in marriages and in our relationship with other people. So we can conclude in a way that the massive amount of reasons why we suffer today, it is not because God created evil. It is not at all because God did something imperfect, but because God created everything good, yet in that goodness there was the gift of liberty and freedom that we enjoy today. We don't want to lose, yet if we don't use it in a way that God ordained, in a way that God knows it works for good, then we will cause a lot of damage and pain and suffering for others and for ourselves as well. So in a way we could say, yes, suffering and evil was not created by God, yet it was the misuse of our freedom what brought it about. And today we suffer a lot, and most of our suffering and the evil that we see in the world comes precisely from our bad choices and the misuse of our liberties. Let's pray to the Lord that we may be the kind of people that will use our freedom in a godly way, in a way that He knows is good, that He has told us, and in a way that we even put aside our desires to do what is evil, what is wrong, what is ungodly, and we rather embrace God's will to love Him and to love one another as He has loved ourselves. There are other reasons that also cause sufferings that are outside of our control, and we'll talk about that in a later video. God bless you.